I am very excited for this. Hey there, it's your Master Doodle with too much time on his hands, Doodlemite here, with another video. And I want to talk about this. I am beyond excited. We are getting the Ultimate Universe back, but not in the way we had before. This is not a, continuation of the old one. That universe is gone. Don't know where Miles is gonna go now, unless there's a Miles in that Ultimate Universe, but not gonna talk about that. This is gonna be its own Ultimate Universe, which, why did they have to name it? I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm gonna start this off. Why did they have to name this the Ultimate Universe? Was it just so people can get invested? Because now it's gonna get kind of confusing. Think about it. See, when people are gonna think of the Ultimate Universe, and they want to refer to the one we are having right now, they have to call it the new Ultimate Universe. They couldn't call it something else. But what made me want to make this video was the fact that we are getting a Peter that's married and has children. I am beyond excited for this. You know why? Because of the exhausting amount of time that Peter has been put through the ringer and got nothing. No MJ, no family, still trash at his life. He needs a pick-me-up, even if it's another universe. Now, am I gonna go read it when it comes out? No. I'm gonna wait for it to go into volume 4. As I've said beforehand, I don't read a lot of just regular, thin comics. So one, they rip, so I'm not gonna buy it like that. And two, I think it's just better to have more of a collection of comics together and not get bored that way. So yeah, I may have to wait a little longer for it to be a little more condensed, but it's still a volume. So even if it's like a few issues in there, that's fine for me. And then also we get a cool comic design in there, and it's a little bit thicker of an actual material in the front and the back cover. I'm excited for that. And usually a lot of these type of volumes tend to have comic art of the art that we're going to see in the comic. That's what I'm waiting for. So yeah, I'm technically not going to get it or probably review it when it comes out because I won't have it. But I will when it's in volume form because it's more enjoyable for me. Now, if you like to get it in regular thinly comic forms, let me know and explain why, because I don't understand it. Again, too thin, can get ripped, things like that. So I just prefer the volume forms. And if you do, comment that down below as well. Now, in the image that is stirring up everyone about Peter being with MJ and having kids, I like this because, he's older. Now, there's a few things I want to talk about before I get into it completely. See, we're getting Peter being happy with a family, but what weirds me out is that we have to kind of be like, okay, this is a completely different Peter. This is not any Peter we've seen before. So what is his backstory? What is his, I guess, canon events? Did the certain things that we kind of already know about Spider-Man happen in this world? Or did it happen differently? Is MJ the same way? Did Gwen die like we always see in the comics? And at what point did MJ and Peter want to have kids? Is this going to be another diverging timeline from where MJ and Peter were married before Mephisto shenanigans happened? Or, because that happened in another universe, the Renew Your Vows universe, where MJ got her own suit that mimics Peter's powers by being close to him, and they have their own daughter, which I think is named Annie, not Mayday. And yes, I'm excited for this new Peter and his family, but I'm going to be completely honest about the family tree here. I didn't want Peter to have a son, if that makes sense. I know later on he does have a son, even in the universe that I'm wanting to basically lead into, the MC2, but it seems like they're going to be around the same age. The reason why I didn't really want this to be specific is because of the MC2, where his future daughter, May, which is nicknamed Mayday, becomes the new Spider-Girl and takes up Ben's costume. And I was hoping that maybe we get something like that, because the reason why I think Peter having a kid and then seeing that future is very important is because it shows his, parenting. It's different. And when people want to think of him with a family, they think of that girl becoming Spider-Girl. And I know it's going to be him being the parent and being somewhat stable, having a family in this one. It also gets me into the other thing. This is an entire universe. So that means there's more to it. There's going to be a new Ultimate Avengers if they actually call it the Avengers, not the Ultimates. There could be another version of the X-Men where it's not really uncomfortable. Like, are these people more aged up too? Because that makes me wonder, like, someone like Captain America, like, does he necessarily show up that he's aged up? Because, you know, his whole Frozen thing. Are people going to have different origins, like I said with Peter? Like, are they still going to have certain canon events to these characters? Is Aunt May dead? Or is she going to be still kicking in this one? So many questions. And we only have the image. I haven't done too much research, so if there's more and I missed it, I am sorry. I am very excited because this is a fresh start with an older Peter. The reason I'm also kind of going for this too is because even though I said that we don't know anything about their backstory, I am not looking for a review of his entire from teenager years to adulthood. No, just like little snippets of like, oh, this happened, like that. Like how they did it in the 90s Spider-Man the Animated Series show. He was already in college. And we were already like, oh yeah, this kind of happens. This also gets me into the idea, like, do his villains show up the same amount of time beforehand? I'm so curious. And then it makes me think of, like, what about, like, other people? Are they, like I said, with, like, the X-Men and the Avengers, are they gonna have kids? Because a lot of them don't really have them. Or if they do, timeline-wise, doesn't necessarily make too much sense in the original universes. Like 616. Because I know that things are gonna have to change. This, again, a new universe. So things can be different. For all I know, this Peter has organic living, because some people like that. For all I know is that he has Parker Industries, even though he's wearing the regular spider suit. Which I hope not. I don't know why. Maybe because of the last video I made. I hope that the Superior Spider-Man run did happen in this universe. They may never address that because, you know, different universe, I keep saying. Maybe because I recently made the video that you can click up here. Because we made a whole spiel about the Superior Spider-Man, so that's why it's probably in my head. But it would be cool if I saw if that was in the run. But that makes me leave it to you. Are you excited for this run? Do you know about this? I know some of my commenters know about it. Are you excited for the comic series? Because again, this isn't just Spider-Man. This is an entire new universe. So new stuff. Old stuff that we may know. And that's exciting. I hope none of the changes are completely out of whack. What I mean by that is that, like, things are just changed for the sake of being different. Because I know that can happen. Like, I know in the original Ultimate Universe, Venom was a sludge cancer cure that, you know, became Venom. So again, there's going to be differences. There's going to be similarities. I'm excited for them. What about you? I know this video wasn't that long, but it's mainly because I just wanted to talk about it because I'm excited. And I haven't, to be honest, I haven't read a complete new Spider-Man book in a while. There was that Nick Spencer run that happened a while ago, but the problem is it went into a wall. It kind of went crazy, and I wasn't going to read that. Too complicated. And then what's happening now with Spider-Man, it gets exhausting. Made me tired of reading Spider-Man, which is sad. So that's why I wanted to make this video. And if you're in the same boat of, like, you're tired of Spider-Man runs, and this is your, like, new fresh start with a twist that we all need, a grown-up Spider-Man, please let me know in the comments down below. I love hearing your comments, but please be respectful and don't spam. I've been getting that recently, and I don't appreciate that. But yeah, still say hi. This has been Dunamite, and I hope to see everyone in the next video.